OMG. There might actually be a chance of us winning a trophy in our first season here with AC Milan. And if wondering why I said OMG, I'm trying to, connect with the younger generation of football fans so that they can, come up looking at football, watching football, they can connect with one of the managers that's managing one of the biggest teams in Italy and be like, he's my guy. He's the guy I want to support because he's exactly like us. So from now on, I'm going to say LOL, LMAO, Roffle, and OMG. What the teenagers of now say a lot of the time. I'm obviously joking. There is not a chance in hell that I'm going to be talking like that ever at any time soon. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 8 of the AC Milan Awaken the Sleeping Giant series here on YouTube on Football Manager 2021. And if you're watching this on the day that it gets released, the full game is out. The full game is out. It's no longer the beta. The full version is out to the public. So, let me know what your teams are going to be straight from the off. That's right. I'm putting you on the spot. Let me know what your teams are. I'm interested. I want to see what sort of interesting teams people have got on the agenda for the next year. So feel free to put them in the comments. But as you can see from the screen in front of you, if it's at the side of you, that's a little bit awkward, but I'm assuming all screens are in front of everyone here. We have had Regen Day, our first ever Regen Day on the AC Milan save. And how did it go? Well, I'll let you look at each regen and I'll do a facial expression to sum it up in one, basically. So as you can see, Regen Day wasn't that great for us. We didn't really get anyone of note. The best person to come through this year was Filippo Bartolini. I'm just seeing there that our development advice, I'm assuming this is from the assistant, right? Is this our assistant? No, it's a coach that is saying he could become a star player and potentially better than Alessio Romagnoli. I don't think he's going to be, because he's okay, isn't he? He's a fullback. He's probably better playing in that centre-back role, really, but I suppose he is okay. I suppose we could have got worse in our first regen day, but we are going to start training this guy as a ball-playing defender and ask him to work on his passing a little bit more. If I'm honest, I don't think this guy's going to progress much. I'd be very surprised if we saw anyone from this year's youth intake make any sort of first-team appearances over the next few years. So that was the only guy that I actually signed from this year. The other people that came in weren't great. The second best was Samuel Di Agunano, I think. Once again, he's a left winger. He can play striker and just behind the striker as well. Not brilliant, only 3-star potential. Next guy was Nedim Meradik. Once again, left winger, not brilliant. The mentals are pretty poor, wow. But from Bosnia, though, and Herzegovina. So, a unique sort of nation there to get a player from. What have you... Let's ask another question. Blimey, it's like question time on this episode, isn't it? What's the most unique nation you've got a player from? Regen. Let's hear it. Mine is on my current Twitch save. What a plugin this is. Twitter, Twitch. Mine's from Afghanistan, so he's absolutely brilliant. I've never had such a good regen so far in FM21. It is my second year in, so there isn't really much competition, but, Okay, so how has it been since the last episode, which was a very, very, very humiliating 5-0 defeat at home to Zebra? The least I said about that, the better, really, innit? We don't want to go into that too much. But since then, we have played very, very well. We've picked ourselves up. The confidence is a lot better now. And we've actually been getting some decent results on the pitch. After that Juventus game, I was very surprised that I didn't actually get called into a board meeting to discuss my performance. Because at this time, I think we dropped as low as 10th at the time. So, the board weren't happy, but thankfully we've managed to pull ourselves together a little bit and string some really good wins and really cement ourselves in that 7th position and potentially challenging for Europe as well. Maybe not top 4, but Europa League is definitely on the agenda. And as I said at the start, there's a chance of a trophy as well. So, a win-win situation all round, but we'll get to that in a second. So, the game straight after the Juventus was a 3-1 win away at Spezia. Spezia are bottom of the league, so you'd expect us to get a win here. And thankfully, we were able to deliver. A very strange game overall. They actually had a much better game than us. We had the higher expected goals, but they had more shots. They had more on target. And Zlatan actually missed a penalty as well. So thankfully, that didn't come back to bite us. As you can see, I did change my formation a little bit, and I'll go into that in just a second, because I am basically the best tactical man of all time, basically. So, you can argue that all you want, but I won't hear it. We'll go into the tactic in a second, but I did change my tactics, and thankfully this tactic's been working wonders. We're getting ourselves some really, really good wins, and it started off with a 3-1 comfortable victory. I say comfortable, it wasn't comfortable, but a 3-1 victory away at Spezia. Then going into the next game, we're actually in the Euro Cup quarter-finals at this stage. Thankfully, we're able to get through. But going against Shakhtar are a very underestimated team, I think, in Europe. So I didn't think that this would be easy by any means. And when we actually lost at home 2-1, I was pretty certain that our hopes were over, because going away and visiting Shakhtar's stadium, I'm not too sure the name of the stadium, but actually going to their stadium away from home with having to score, it's never a good situation to be in. We actually lost at home. Stepenko scored an own goal, and then straight after, literally a minute after he scored an own goal, he was like, nah, I'm not happy with that. I'm just going to run across the pitch and score for my actual team instead of the other team. And he did that. And then Marcus Antonio, there was 3 goals in 3 minutes. 3 goals in 3 minutes. Lucas Moura getting himself injured in the 86th minute. But we did lose this game, unfortunately. And at this point, the tactic was a little bit... I didn't know if I wanted to change the tactic again, because I was like, although a loss against Shakhtar isn't the worst thing, because it allows us to focus on the league a little bit, I was still a little bit nervous, because I was like, is this tactic going to work? But I left it for one more game, and that was an away game at Atalanta. Obviously, Atalanta are a decent side. I think they're actually up there, I think, right? They are in 4th, and we managed to somehow scrape a 1-0 win away from home against these guys. As you can see, I mean, I'll let the stats speak for themselves. I'll let the stats speak for themselves up there. We had 5 shots, they had 14. We had a 0.39 goal expected goals. They had a 1.3. And somehow we managed to scrape a win. Thank you to Beneka with a goal in the 51st minute. So straight after half time, putting the ball in our court. And thankfully we were able to hold on. I did shut the Bombay doors, as we like to say, fairly early on to ensure that we got that victory. And then the next game was the return tie against Shakhtar away from home, and we managed to get ourselves a 2-1 lead, and very much against the run of play again. Once again, if you look at the expected goals, Shakhtar probably deserved to win this. They got a 1.4, we got a 0.9, our 9 shots to their 17. And we managed to win this game on penalties. Zlatan actually missed a penalty. Oh, that was in the penalty shootout, sorry. Zlatan got himself 2 goals before half-time. And then Eurochenko scoring the 85th minute to get Shakhtar back on level terms on aggregate. And then in the penalty shootout, they didn't actually score a single penalty, which meant we did get ourselves into the Euro Cup semi-final against Porto. And this could be what dreams are made of, ladies and gentlemen. This could be what dreams are made of. A final in our first season in the Euro Cup, getting ourselves into the Champions League. Could it happen? We'll have to wait and see. It could. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so bloody excited. We will have to wait for that, however. So the next game was a home tie against Udinese. Once again, I'm not too sure how Udinese are actually playing. Where they're on the league, sorry. Kevin Lasagna, the best food around, apparently. They're in 12th, so after our recent form, we'd probably say we should be winning this. And a fairly dominant display from our boys. Hakan getting himself a 5.6 rating. I did revert back to another formation here. Zlatan with a penalty, another penalty in the 11th minute. I'm going to start calling him Penovich. Oh, that name is going to get some getting used to, blimey. I'm going to say it wrong every time. No, but Kevin Lasagna getting himself a goal just before half-time to put his side back on a level terms. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get another chance or another goal for that matter. As you can see from the expected goals graph, we were pretty dominant from start to finish. It's unfortunate that we weren't able to get 3 points. However, we did manage to get 3 points back on the board with a 3-2 victory away at Fiorentina. And, I mean, what a game this was. We absolutely flew out of the blocks here. We scored through Zlatan Penaprovic, Hakan and Romagnoli actually getting us 3-0 up by the 62nd minute. And then Fiorentina had a late rally through Ribery, Pulgar, and Ribery again. Ribery had a goal offside, actually. Was that a pen? I can't tell. I think that was offside, right? I think the goal was offside, then Pulgar, and then Ribery in the 94th minute. Thankfully, we were able to hold on. Fiorentina were definitely the better side. Thankfully, Zlatan, Penaprovic, and Hakan and Lucas all combined. And Lucas is starting to get a little bit more game time now. He's starting to perform a little bit. So he is probably going to be starting against this Roma game. And obviously, Roma at the moment, currently in 14th, so they're not doing brilliantly at the moment. They're probably not going to get relegated. But you'd expect a team like Roma to at least be up there. Obviously, they lost their talisman Totti quite a while ago. I can't remember actually when he retired. I think it might have been last year, the year before. I can't remember, but obviously lost their talisman. But we have got to focus on ourselves. This is a home tie against Roma. You'd expect us to get 3 points here against the best players, Gianluca and Mancini. Gianluca Mancini, who is a centre-back who's decent, but you probably say that we have enough quality to see off this Roma side. So we'll get into the team sheet and I'll show you the team that I'm going to be playing. So I did say that we were having a little different tactic. Where is it? I think I actually changed it. I don't actually have the tactic on here because I'm guessing. Well, I did change it, obviously. But that 3-5-2 midfield seemed to work initially. But I might actually try and create that sort of tactic for next year when I get a budget and I start being able to get players in. Because I actually want to experiment with tactics. I want to try and get a cool tactic on the go, as they say. So that 3-5-2 midfield might be an interesting option for us. But you know the boys. You know the boys that are going to be going out there. Tonali, Benacer, and Gabbia. William Carvalho is going to be playing, sorry. I think he was out injured. And then we have Lucas Moura, Hakan, and Zlatan Penaprovic. And then we have Calabria, Kajier, Romagnoli, and Theo Hernandez. Kajier is quite old, 32 now, so we're probably going to have to start looking for a new centre-back for next year. And obviously, we're coming towards the end of the year as well. So we are going to have to start getting some transfer targets on the go, I feel like. But here we go then, boys. Roma, it's a big game for us. It's a very, very big game. Can we get ourselves 3 points? Got some easy games coming up. I've just seen that we've got Genoa next as well. Can we get ourselves a win? Let's find out. Right, team talk. All the best out there. Have fun individually. Hands together. Get out there and make a difference. They love it. And Antonio Tancredi is trying to interrogate me. We're just going to go through it. We don't give a stuff. Right. Boys lining out. Let's go. Come on. Okay. Chance. It looks like it might actually be for Roma here. And, it's a good interception by Tonali. And a good ball out to Hakan there. It's a great ball through to Lucas Moura. I've sang his praises. And he's missed. I say he's missed. He's got it on target, but a good save by the keeper. And that was a great chance for Lucas Moura to get himself on the score sheet. And Roma are attacking us a little bit here, but it's cleared away. Chris Smalling on the ball. He's nearly intercepted by Zlatan there. We are going to pressure the keeper. Keeper remains composed. Ruggiero, Mkhitaryan, Bardi. I mean, they don't... I was going to say they're not getting really a lot of room, but Ruggiero on the left-hand side is a great ball in, but it's cleared away. And Tonali with a chance to break here. Zlatan He's not going to get that first, unfortunately. It's a big hoo forward, and somehow it's got through to Mayrel, but it's a great tackle. I mean, what is this highlight? Blimey. Mkhitaryan, left-hand side. Rogerio. They seem to be focusing all their attack on that left-hand side, and it's a header by Dzeko. You'd expect him to do better with the skill set that he possesses. I sound like Taken, the movie. References. You got to love the references. But coming into half-time, we did have the better of the game in the start, but it seems that Roma have got themselves back into it a little bit here. So we are going to... We're not happy with that. I want us to get a win here, because that'll really, you know, boost our confidence. And, well, it's fairly obvious, right? Get 3 points on the board, which right now is mighty important for us. Lucas Moura, Calabria, ball in. It's a penalty. VAR, get VAR. Alex, assistant referee, what's it going to say? Alex, assistant referee, says penalty. What? Oh, it's a penalty. Sweet. Zlatan Penabrovic. What does it say? I mean, people are probably like, why are you calling him that? That's why. 22nd goal of the season for Zlatan Penabrovic. Oh, God. 1-0 to the good. I'm a little bit upset that it's come from a penalty. I would like to get a few open play goals here. And the ball in. Donnarumma with safe hands. Thankfully, been able to... I'm worried that we're going to screw up here. Donnarumma. What are we doing? Okay. What was the point in that? Literally, what was the bloody point in that? Thankfully, we managed to intercept Benacer. He's going to go on a little bit of a run by the looks of it. He's gone through to Zlatan. Oh, it's a poor touch from Zlatan. Something you don't really expect from someone of Zlatan's ability. He's offside. Not even going to celebrate. Zlatan was so far offside there, he could fit a bus in between them lines. I don't even need Alex, assistant referee, to look at that. It was obviously offside. Alex, assistant referee, offside. Told you. See? Alex, assistant referee, is more reliable than VAR right now. So, FA, you should get on it, really. You know, we can negotiate. We can negotiate a contract, 50 million a day. All over it, boys. All bloody over it. Cars drop. I mean, they don't. Cars drive. I mean, it's a great tackle. Cars drop. Offside. Alex, assistant referee, is being used in full mighty force here. Some would say that it's biased towards the manager. Don't know what you mean. But Alex, assistant referee, it's offside. Learn the rules of the game, Roma. Learn the rules of the bloody game. Right. We're going to encourage the boys here a little bit. I mean, a flurry of chances, blimey. Because, William, I'm worried we're going to lose this here. Oh, see, this is what I'm worried about. William, Lucas Moura. He's missed one chance. Is he going to be able to set up one potentially? Calabria. I mean, it's a big, ambitious ball to Hakan. Oh, it's nearly a chance there. Theo Hernandez obviously back in the side after the injury received, I think, in the last episode. Great ball to Lucas. And I criticised him at the start of the game, but he's come up trumps here. Lucas Moura with his 7th goal of the season. And what a ball this is by from Hakan. First time, takes the defender by surprise. That defender went in with... Rogerio was panicking. He went in for a panic tackle and it didn't work out. And we're going to make a few subs here. We're going to bring on... Who do we want to bring? We're going to bring on Leo for Zlatan. We'll bring on Rebic for Hakan. We'll bring on... who do we want to bring on? We'll bring Sailmakers on for Lucas Moura. Get some fresh legs on the pitch. Try and see this game out. And Roma have actually gone very attacking, as you would expect. And another chance here, 10 minutes from time. Is this going to be a 3-0? I'd love a 3-0. I mean, that is some terrible defending. And that is annoyingly, right. That is annoyingly a fantastic finish. Right, we are already time wasting, which is good to see. If we lose this now, I'm going to be so ridiculously fuming. Oh, don't do this. Like, don't you dare. What would make it worse now is if I got an injury. Because, I've got nearly called it FIFA there. FM. Please, game. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Right. No panic. No panic. Right, we've got a chance here. Can we make it 3-1 just to so I don't have to replace my pants by the end of this game? We're very direct. That's what I realised. Tonali. What a ball. game's over. Done and dusted. Roma are in the bloody mud. They're on the way back to Rome right now. Come on, boys. That's what we're talking about. What a great ball this is. Theo, right into the middle of the pot to Tonali. And he just plays him through. Oh, Sailmaker's an assist for the substitute and a goal for the substitute as well. Puts us 3-1 to the good. There's chances every time. I mean, I know the positions that I am going to be replacing this year. And Sailmakers, can he make it 4-1? He doesn't. It's a great tackle from Rogerio, I think that was. A very aggressive tackle, but it worked in his favour. And 5 minutes to go, and that is going to give us a very important 3 points on the board there. What a result against a Roma side they say we're expected to win against, but, you know, it's nice to actually... Oh, Zlatan's injured. How long for? 3 days. Bruised knee. Mate, it's Zlatan. It's Zlatan. And that puts us up to 6. 3 points clear of Napoli. However, Napoli do have a better goal difference. And, I mean, the chance for your top 4 is still on. It's very unlikely. However, I mean, Juventus have overtaken Lazio. Lazio must have had a pretty poor few results, right? They've lost against Atalanta and Fiorentina. So they have lost quite a few games there. And that has put Juventus right on their tail. I say on the tail, they're at the front of them. So Lazio are on Juventus' tail at this point. And Inter and Atalanta in that top 4. Sassuolo and us in the top 6. Spezia look like they're getting relegated. Genoa and Crotone look like they're getting relegated as well. So I think what we're going to do... Whoa. What do we do here? This is a tough one now. Because... I might... Okay. This is difficult now. Because I want to do the Euro Cup semi-final. But that's literally the next game. So there's not really much point. So, I mean... This is difficult now. I mean, what we'll do, we'll come back for the Torino game. We'll come back for the Torino game, and if we are in the final of the Euro Cup, we'll do a bonus episode at the end of the year where we do the final of the Euro Cup. Obviously, Porto's a difficult side, so difficult game, sorry, so it'll be interesting to see how we perform against them. But we'll come back for the Torino game. We'll know if we're into the final Euro Cup. So, I will see you there. Okay, so I just want to thank you all very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. Do let me know how you think our first season here in AC Milan has gone. I'll read all the comments, so feel free to let me know. I'm very, very interested to see what people's opinions are. If you think I've not done well, if you think I've done well, if you think we've met expectations, let me know. And let me know, once again, let me know any advice, feedback, anything like that you want me to incorporate, or anything you'd like to, you know, say I could improve. I'm more than welcome to constructive criticism, because I'm always open for improving. So, yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. Feel free to subscribe. If you enjoy the content, I very much appreciate it. Obviously, my Twitter and Twitch will be somewhere, so feel free to follow me on there as well. And it's very much appreciated. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Have a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you in episode 9. Goodbye.